Hello.
Hello. That's half accent. This is the Talk Nerdy podcast.
Well, no, acapella. I like the way that you went for baritone.
It's the way
I definitely watched too much La La Land. This is what we're doing
need
now.
to see it still.
White people the movie.
But I was so stoked with Les Mis. Like, fucking hell. Hugh Jackman's performance in that.
Yeah, it's alright, like, I mean, I don't know what it was with Les Mis, I just didn't really click with it. It's,
Really?
Like, the songs are really, like, powerful and everything, but for some reason on the screen I was just a bit like,
That was amazing for me. Like, have you seen it, man?
It is good, like.
Are you actually asking me if I've seen Les Mis?
Well, it's
You need a bit of culture, you, Jade.
I have got culture. I'm more cultured than both of you guys.
If you only see one musical, it's
Go
going
to
to
the
be...
theatre, darling.
If I have to go see one musical this year, The Book of Mormon.
Yeah, The Book of Mormon.
If I've got to see a musical, I'll go see that.
I went to see the Harry Potter show.
Oh shit, you did?
My God, mate. It's bloody good. The magic is incredible.
Right, I want to put it right now to all listeners. I don't believe in magic.
It's not actual magic.
Yeah, it's not actual magic.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
When he said the magic was incredible, there was no magic. The effect.
The effect of
Right.
magic, when you think, like, obviously on a big screen, you know, you can do all the tinkering with the effects and stuff like that.
Fucking hell.
But, mate, it's so well done. I was blown away by it, and I'm not, like, massively into it, so if you get a chance to go, obviously it's sold out for about 5 years, but...
Is it set before?
It's set after. Harry Potter is about 40, basically.
Oh, is it?
And it's about his son going to Hogwarts.
Barry Potter.
Yeah, but obviously this is the one where the casting's a bit weird. Harry Potter is bang on. Like, he looks like an old Harry Potter. But then obviously they've changed the colour of the skin of certain characters in it as well.
Like who?
Which is a bit odd. So, like Hermione,
Racist!
for example. But it's, for me, that's a bit weird because, like, they know what the film was. And I guess she says, oh, we never actually revealed the colour of the skin in the books or something.
But they did 8 films.
It follows on from 8 films.
Is it actually set in the movie universe or the book?
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that. It's not a follow-on to a movie. It's a different principle, but it just seemed like changing it for the sake of changing it.
But wasn't she good? Was she good though? Was she good?
It was good, yeah, but it just feels a bit weird.
It takes you out of it.
Because obviously you're looking at the characters, like, you know, like... obviously Harry Potter, there's Draco Malfoy's in it, and you're looking at him going, oh, he looks like an old Draco Malfoy, and then, as I say, it's just like one character. Well, there's 2 characters. There's Hermione, and it's Moaning Myrtle. And you're just kind of like, what? Why have they done that? There's no reason for it.
There's no problem with casting different people. I know what you mean. If it takes you out, it takes you out, but it's not like they cast... Samuel Jackson
This
was
is
Ron
my
Weasley.
argument with Doctor Who now, right? The same thing is happening with Doctor Who. It's never said that it has to be a man or anything like that, but I just see them going down this road of I'm going to get a woman to do it because that's the age we live in at the moment. What a statement of equality. Well, I don't get that. It's always
I'd rather get a woman if the woman goes to the audition and the woman's good.
Yeah, exactly.
If a woman came in and went nailed it,
I think it's
fine,
always been a male character, so I don't get why we'd have to go again. I don't know, there's something just doesn't sit right with me with stuff like that.
Welcome to the Talk Nerdy podcast. Not even begun yet, that's a nice little warm-up. You'll have fun editing that. Welcome to the Talk Nerdy podcast. I'm Jay.
I'm Chris.
I'm Gaz.
And yeah, in case you've never listened to it before, we run a website, and this is a little podcast we do just to literally talk nerdy, talk about films, news, reviews, comic views, stuff like that. So, without further ado, we have the news.
So we got some information from the new Thor movie that's coming out, Ragnarok.
He's got short hair.
Pass around my phone, showing the pictures.
No, I've got the pictures up already.
Yeah. So we got
Jeff Goldblum
as a budget collector from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know, yeah, but I like that it's gone with the blue again, haven't they?
Yeah, he's the Grandmaster. So that's an interesting...
I like the fact that they handcut...
Does he cut his hair in the movie?
In the comics?
In the comics.
To be completely honest, I've never seen a short-haired Thor.
I don't like it, I'm going to be honest.
No,
He didn't always have a beard, though, Thor. They changed it.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I don't know what it was. When I saw it, I thought, I hope they fucking had it in his fucking hair on afterwards or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
I know it made me. I think he looks like Chris Hemsworth. Like he doesn't look like Thor. He looks like Chris Hemsworth.
Exactly. He looks like.
Nah, I didn't like that. But obviously, that's a very superficial thing to be looking at and going, oh, I don't like that movie because he's got short hair.
Yeah, I felt the same when I first looked at it, but I did think, like, this is the first thing that Marvel have done in their cinematic universe that I've not been on board with.
What,
like,
cut his hair?
Yeah, dude, it's a small thing. But, like, to me, Marvel can do no wrong in their films. Like, they've hit it spot on every time. And I've always been excited when I've seen it.
Do you think there's an element that it could be something in the story?
Oh, yeah.
It will be. It won't be a permanent change. He will get his hair back.
It's not just been to the barbers and decided for a different change.
That'll be
Can I have a Helmsworth, please?
Well, it could be something practical, like he's fighting, he's in an arena so that he cuts off his hair so that people can't grab him by his hair.
I love that. Fucking before going to the bars, I go, my hair is just getting in my way at the moment. I can't swing my hammer about or anything. Can I have it shorter, please?
I need it to look fashionable, more practical.
If you look closer at the picture, he's got fucking tram lines in it as well.
Yeah, Ragnarok isn't actually. Ragnarok's the title of the hairdressers he goes to.
Yeah.
And then he goes
Space
in.
Marvel.
He asks for a space Jeff Goldblum with the.
I can see that being like a Halloween thing. And Space Jeff Goldblum.
I like Jeff Goldblum.
Well, that funnily runs into my news.
Oh yeah.
Because, and it's not really the biggest news. I just want to see Gaz's reaction more to this than anything.
Mm.
But they remade The Fly.
Alright.
There's a Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And then they remade The Fly.
Mm.
They're remaking it again.
They're remaking it again?
They're remaking
With
it.
Jeff Goldblum?
No, I should have had this well up.
No deal.
I
say this is the second remake. I say without Jeff Goldblum. He was in fucking Independence Day. He's got nothing going for him at the moment. So I could be wrong, but as far as I was aware, The Fly remake again. Oh no, hold on. The 1986 one was a remake.
Right.
I didn't know that. I thought there was a weird 2000s remake. I bet you there had. No, there's a Fly 2, wasn't there? There's some weird sequel. So there's a 1958 version, which no one's ever seen, and a 1986 one, that's the one that everyone talks about. And then they did The Fly 2. But then, apparently they're doing...
Well, this is a thing about remakes, though, isn't it? Because obviously we're complaining about remakes, but obviously that was a remake.
I'm just amazed at how calm you were at this. I thought that this is one of the things that would set you off. I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm a bit at ease with remakes at the moment, because...
I'm chilling out at your old age.
Well, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think if they're pointless, they're pointless. But I do think you look into it more and you think there's so many films that you would consider the classic version of that film that's a remake. That it used to be like a film in the 40s. So.
The Wizard of Oz is a remake, did you know that?
There's loads?
No.
The original Wizard of Oz, what you consider the original, is a remake of one from like 1901.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you've got like things like The Taken of Pelham 1, 2, 3 was a remake.
Oh, that's amazing, that as well.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. I don't mind a remake. It's just got to have either had a lot of years since the last one, or it's got to be a different take on it. Too many. I think it's more sequels I've got a problem with. I'll be honest, because there's so many sequels now getting churned out. Despicable Me 3, shall we say? That we've had Despicable Me 1, which was great. Despicable Me 2, which not as great, but still all right. Then the Minions come around on their own spin-off series and was terrible. Now they're doing a Despicable Me 3. I mean, where does it end? How much are they going to use for the same content?
They're just going to milk it as much as
Yeah, exactly, because it makes money.
Yeah, if they're making money.
That's the thing I've got an issue with, is the amount of money they're just making off the same concepts. Whereas if it was like, say, leave it for 25 years... And then, do you remember that Despicable Me film franchise? Oh, well, let's do a different take on that. I don't mind that so much.
Go dark with it.
Dark Despicable Me.
All the Minions are like orphans. He's like lobbed a limb off or poked an eye out or something, and keeps them all in his cellar. He then gets two other orphans. I'm already coming up. Look at this. He gets another, but then he gets a set of orphans like the ones in the original, but they get on with him. He actually sees a little bit of self in him. Maybe he's getting soft in his old age. But the minions are all like, why does he let them all have their limbs and their eyes? Why do we have to all be yellow and fucked up? And then that's Despicable Me, like my remake. I'm pitching that now. I want $30 million.
Miramax are coming and knocking on your door tomorrow, maybe.
So there's another bit of news that we got.
Okay.
Jurassic World sequel. That picture that's
They've just gone on sequels.
Oh, sequel.
Oh no, news by the way, guys. What? Jurassic World.
Jurassic World is a perfect example because they did Jurassic Park 1 and 2. Both I liked.
Yeah.
A lot, I would say. Yep. Jurassic Park 3 was terrible.
Oh.
Leave it for a while. Jurassic World comes out. Loved it. Now we're going down the sequel trail to that again. And I just think it's going to follow the same. I think we might get a good one this time, but then if you do a third, it'll be weak.
I'm excited because I also like from the picture you can see a lot of Triceratops skeletons. I love Triceratops. I don't know, he's only in the first one and it's sick. I'm
they're all bloody dead in this by the time.
Yeah, but it might be like, it seems quite like that's where the one thing they pick is a load of them. Well, you pick like a scene where they're in front of a T-Rex skeleton, but they picked one where it's a Triceratops skeleton, so I'm hoping they come into it somehow.
Yeah. Jurassic World 2 checklist, is Chris Pratt in it?
Yes.
Is there dinosaurs in it?
Yes.
Sound.
Is there motorbikes?
Is there motorbikes? Velociraptors and lasers!
Is he going to be riding with raptors?
That was the best scene. Like, that's clearly how they pitched that film. I wasn't going to tell you now, it's just a scene with Chris Pratt
on top of their head.
Chris Pratt is on a motorbike with raptors.
Yeah, I love that. I loved the stupidness of that film because it worked as an action film. I don't mind. Like sometimes you could go, "What the fuck is that?"
Totally.
Like with the fucking in Jurassic Park 3 with the bone that he whistles in or something, and you're like, "Oh, that's fucking dreadful." They're speaking to the raptors. In this one, you're like, "There's fucking laser beams on top of the head, and it's awesome."
Or the bit where they're like trying to get through the fence and they can hear the phone going off, like, where's the phone? And then 200 foot away in the belly of a dinosaur they can hear a fucking phone.
Yeah.
I can't hear mine when it's like stuffed under some cushions. Never mind in the digestive tract of a prehistoric beast. What a stupid concept that was.
No, it was. I loved Jurassic World because it embraced it, didn't it?
Yeah.
It completely just balls to the wall. Just went for it. And Chris Pratt was fucking bossing it, wasn't he?
No, I'm looking forward to the second one of that.
I think that's the news, really. There isn't really too much at this time of year.
You say that. We got our first look at the Batmobile in the Justice League movie.
Right.
And it looks like... It looks like a reject from Robot Wars.
I used to work at a welding factory, and that looks like the pile of metal I would have at the end of the day after sleeping up.
I don't get it. I didn't... This is my... Look, I loved the Dark Knight trilogy. I really did. But that was my main gripe with that, was the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Well, it was meant to look realistic. Like, if you had to have something... That's an actual vehicle in real life, isn't it?
I get that, but... honestly, I love those old Batmobiles where they're like long and they're like
Art Deco looking.
Yeah, so good.
Completely impractical.
Yeah, but
we posted this. We posted this image on our Facebook page, and I can't remember who, but someone commented, "It'd never pass an MOT." All like the sharp edges, and it looks a mess, doesn't it? And we're also getting a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph next year.
Exactly.
Which I'm looking forward to.
Are you going to say
That's exactly what I was saying.
Gaz's Rant, the sequel?
But Wreck-It Ralph was boss, right?
Yeah, I know. But it didn't need a second one.
I'm with him on this. I don't know why there's a second one. I don't think...
Do you know the premise, the plot of this sequel? Basically, instead of video games, he goes into apps. So he goes into Amazon and he goes into YouTube. And on the poster, it's got they can't use Amazon or stuff like that, so it's amazing instead of Amazon, and Google instead of Google. And then they've got the Pornhub logo in there, but they've obviously changed the name of it. I'm sure it's the fucking Pornhub logo. It's on the poster, mate. Like,
checking that. If anyone knows the Pornhub logo, it is you.
seriously? I don't know, I think it could be quite fun.
I'm not looking forward to that. Why don't you bring me down, Chris? Well, that case.
So, are we going to look at the trailers?
Trailers, yeah. So this is the part where we look at trailers, and then we.
What's dropped?
Wonder Woman.
It is our sacred duty to defend the world.
And it's what I'm going to do.
The action scenes look beautiful, but that was the problem with Batman v Superman. It looked amazing. The action sequences were brilliant to watch. There was just no substance there.
My only issue is the first bit with her growing up. I have a feeling that's going to be a bit arduous. It just doesn't look interesting.
It's going to be a montage. Motherfucking montage.
I think we should just drop almost straight in with him dropping out the sky. I'm hoping.
I know that. I mean, they've got to do it because not everybody. I know Wonder Woman's like a huge cultural figure, pop icon, but not everybody knows origin story because she's actually made. Well, originally she's made out of clay, isn't she? That's why
Zeus makes her.
Oh, she doesn't. So she never knows what she is. But obviously, in the new origin story, the new 52, that was changed. In the comics, but it depends what route they're going to go down. But it sounds like they're going with the whole original made out of clay thing.
It's weird. I do think this is where DC struggle. This is coming from a person who likes a franchise as a talking tree, a talking raccoon, and a god who flies through the sky in rainbows. But that seems to be more realistic and done with much more like this is it. This is trying to almost convince me that this is. I don't know. I don't fall for any of all of it. It's almost ridiculous. Aquaman's going to be hard for me.
Yeah.
Aquaman's going to be very hard. I just have a thing.
Matron.
I just think.
I thought you were stoked on this trailer, man.
I was stoked. I am still stoked. Yeah. I just worry that intro bit. That was the only bit I was unsure of. And after the second watch, I really am not getting on board with the whole that Amazonian people thing going on.
The thing is with DC, I'm a huge DC Comics fan, and they do change things a lot in the comics. Origin stories change, they get the reboots, the rebirths and all that. Marvel do that as well, but they've handled it much better in their films and their cinematic universe. The whole DC cinematic universe at the moment is very up in the air, because, for Batman v Superman, they used about 4 or 5 different graphic novels for that source material, and they're in themselves different timelines, different continuities,
different Batmans and Supermans,
different, and it's sort of an amalgamation of. It's just a mess, in my opinion. It's not very linear. And
you know why this doesn't work? Because in Thor, because that's the closest I think we've got to some of this. In Thor, you kind of have this small narrative going on, building up to he's in battle. It's very quick. You see him quickly as a child. There's a narrative saying Odin talking about the world. Then you get him a bit older, Odin talking about the world, and then boom, he's straight in. He's in high battle. This is his friend. This is his friend. This is his brother. And then it's straight into the story. I have a feeling it's going to be. This is the first 2 years of her life, and this is the first 3 years of her life. And then also look at other things like Groot and Rocket. How are they introduced? They're just there at a fountain drinking water, and you just deal with it. They exist. They do that. They just go, it's not worth going into how. And he kind of left this thing where Rocket has a monologue where he just says he was operated on and that's how he got made. But then that's it. It's left into a drunken one. You don't even know how much to take of it.
I mean, I will counter that and say this is a Wonder Woman film, and the spotlight is on her. And we need to be emotionally invested in her as a character. We need to know her origin, how she comes to be, and why she's such a badass. And I think it is important to the story and for the viewer to get invested in it.
But were you not invested in Thor?
Yeah, point. But then a lot of DC haters are going, oh, they need to be like the Marvel films, and they need to go back and do origin stories like Iron Man did. That's how they set up the universe. And DC are going, okay then, we'll do an origin, a Wonder Woman origin.
And we're hating
and
on
we're
it.
all going, nah. Like, so they can't fucking win. I don't know, man.
There's just something not click with the DC one for me. I think that Marvel seems to have got this knack of like, well, here it is, and then they make a decent like atmospheric movie where it's the balance between action and humour as well. Whereas DC that just looks.
It's tone, isn't it?
Dull,
it's like they don't get the tone.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a TV series to me.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
I watched a bit of Supergirl. I thought that was pretty garbage, to be honest. And the way that it's shot and the acting, and it just reminded me a lot of a CW DC show. Just like I don't know. I mean, obviously we're going to go and see it because we've got to.
I do really want to go and see this. I'm curious.
I wouldn't.
Justice League is the one which you might have to drag me kicking and screaming to.
I'm more interested in seeing Justice League.
I am just purely because there's Batman.
Yeah, well, it's got everybody in it. Yeah,
I hear you're the man who speaks to fish. I'm not looking forward to that. Right, so
what's next?
Despicable Me 3.
I can't wait to meet my brother! Dude.
What's the difference between me and you?
Who doesn't love this guy? Look at him! Oh, his hair would make you better! Look at his face! Oh, he's so mad!
What's the difference between me and you?
You must be the beautiful wife!
Oh, sweet talker. This place is amazing.
It's nice, I guess, sure. I'm not really into things.
What's the difference between me and you? About 5 bank accounts.
Basic groove, villainy is in your blood!
C'est gros con boobs.
You ready to continue the family tradition? You and me? No, I left that life behind me. Just one heist.
What's the difference between me and you? You talk a good one, but you don't do what you
Now, to me, it doesn't look very good, but I will say I love the fact that they use Dr. Dre in the trailer. Like, we live in a day and age where in a kids' movie we can have fucking Dr. Dre in.
It's one of them trailers that seems to me like someone's gone, you need to put a trailer together with what we've got.
Yeah.
Like the first bit was like really a badly edited film.
It was,
together. Like saying this is the story, and then after that it's just random bits and bobs, and there's a heist, but
it was a bad trailer. It was.
I'm going to say I hate the fact that it's like a twin brother.
Steve Carell is Gru.
Yeah.
Steve Carell is true.
It's like fucking
It's got
Adam Sandler playing.
it really has got that kind of like horrible.
It's like they couldn't fucking. It's like they've got so much money they could have cast anybody else.
It's funnier when they cast another comedian because guess what? Then they bounce off each other, and then
You've got one guy in a room playing both these voices. There's going to be no chemistry there at all. It's going to be full flat.
Yeah.
But I said when I posted it on our page, I said it has to be better than Minions. But now I've watched it and just like, oh god, I don't know. But Minions was bad. So maybe maybe they've hopefully they've learned from the mistakes, or maybe they just don't.
Mistakes? How much do Minions make?
Yes. Honestly, I don't think
they know they're going to make a shit ton off this, so I don't think they care about substance.
So that was shite.
Right.
Do you want to go even shite?
Oh god, I can't wait.
Let's go down this rabbit hole.
Right.
So this is what.
The Little Mermaid, 2017.
I saw the underwater kingdom. I believe. She said I had the heart of a mermaid. You do.
Is that actually coming out in the cinema? That looks like one of those cheap, like straight to DVD type of telly films. That doesn't look real at all.
I know it doesn't, does it? And bear in mind, the first time I watched this, I was under the impression that this was Disney. And as it went on, I was like, "You fucking kidding me? This is
very odd."
What I don't get is
it
all of it.
It's not connected then to.
No, it's just another interpretation of it. But like,
because Disney don't own the story. Because Little Mermaid, you know,
it's a classic old story.
Disney just made the cartoon film of it. You know?
It doesn't look very good at all.
It looks dreadful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking.
I don't see that being a very successful one at all. I could see that releasing, like, say they release it in America and it does really badly, then it won't come out over here at all.
Yeah, I love the fact it came up starring William Moseley. It was like, who? Poppy Drayton. Who? Loretto Peralta. Damn.
You go on Netflix.
A Mexican comedian.
You can go on Netflix and there's so many
that's what
films.
It is, yeah.
It's just fodder of films and films and films, and it'll just be on there.
This is straight
with
to Netflix.
Like 1 star on it.
Yeah. I just wanted to see your reaction to
I'm still amazed that exists.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Right then.
Shocking.
Well, to go from taking away our childhood dreams of Little Mermaid and squandering them to going back to our childhood dreams and remembering them fondly.
Yeah.
So we thought we would, and we all know how we are, some of us prepare better than others, don't we, Gary?
I never prepare.
No. We thought we would look back nostalgically at old TV shows you used to watch as kids. Specifically kids shows, because I did point out before, I used to watch Married with Children when I was 9. I don't really think that counts. But we'll go with live action, which was the best way I could phrase it, but that means it's not a cartoon.
Yeah.
And cartoons.
Yeah. So JB asked us to pick our 2 favourites from our childhood. So my first pick for my live action childhood show is a property that's near and dear to my heart still to this day.
Solo? That's the best theme.
I have to say, it's making me like bitter about what we watched as a trailer for last time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Amy Jo Johnson, everyone liked her.
That's where it's at, man.
I just don't get why they've changed. The property for this is superb. You've got the colours, you've got all the dinosaurs there, they look like fucking toys. Why have they changed it? I don't get it. It's ready-made. And I don't know whether they're thinking, well, that looks a little bit outdated, or do you get what I mean? But I don't get that.
Well, the thing is, as well, that I love about that was, I mean, there's so much for starters. Remember guitar themes in fucking kids' theme tunes?
Did you know that was written by Simon Cowell? That theme song.
Was it?
Yeah.
Shut up! That isn't him going.
Well, he didn't fucking play the guitar, but that theme song is one of his theme songs that he did.
Right.
But
he's
that to me, I fucking love that song. I own that on vinyl. Like, that is amazing to me. That's one of the best theme songs of all time. Like, it just gets you so pumped, and then you see them all in that little montage full of characters. Oh, dude, I was obsessed with this show. Like, I had all the figures. I had all the
pocket dice.
You're a dick.
Yeah, man, I was obsessed with the show. I had all the figures. I had all the toys, and I had the coins and the thing, the Mighty Morphin.
Oh, I can see like the other and the right there, that dinosaur,
green one.
Oh yeah, the green one.
Oh, he was epic. Like to get him, you knew shit was going down when they got that thing in.
Like when the green one came in, like he had he's playing his little flute dagger. I had that flute dagger, and then he turned into the White Ranger. And, that was my jam, man. Like, I fucking loved it.
Yeah, like, it's so good. As I say, I think the only disappointing thing is like we were getting like proper excited about it because it was like a window back into like our youth kind of thing. You could see the film coming out and you thought, this could be amazing, and to watch that trailer and see what they've done with it.
It's
just doesn't. It's very disappointing.
I mean, I don't know if we've ever discussed it before, but you will know this for sure. But did you know that obviously all the footage of the Power Rangers fighting is taken from the original Japanese show?
I think I have heard of it.
So all the bits with the American kids in was just stuff they wrote around the footage that they had.
I think I remember being told that. Yeah.
But the Power Rangers movie that they made, released in 1995, was all filmed in America.
That's right, because they changed some of the Power Rangers, didn't they? Some of the people that played them.
They changed some of the people.
Yeah.
They also this is when they introduced blooming graphics in the 90s in that one, and it's horrible. It's 90s graphics as well. So why they thought we could just get people in suits, it works.
This to me was like up there. Like, this was my childhood. I would gush all day long about this show. I think that it stands the test of time. It still holds up. You know, I still watch this on Netflix.
I think it does hold up.
The costumes are so fucking
If anything,
cool.
I'd rather have it the way it is there than I'd have what they've done with it now. So yeah, it definitely stands up as far as I'm concerned.
Dude, I fucking love it. But that was my jam. That was my favourite as a kid.
Yeah, dude.
So as far as cartoons go. How fucking badass is that?
See, that was showing.
I don't think I watched that.
What?
I don't think I did.
What? You kidding
honestly,
me?
though,
You need to change that.
Boss.
It had people coming like Captain Marvel was in it. Miss Marvel at the time.
It's possibly the best comic book adaptation to a cartoon of all time, in my opinion. Because I love the X-Men comics, Chris Claremont's era, and they adapted it so well. He was actually, a producer on the show and a consultant. They got the writers from the comics to be consultants in the show, and they stuck so closely to that source material.
Yeah, I think like I said,
and it was just so good. Like, that's your definitive X-Men. I'd say to anyone, if you have to watch like one X-Men thing, fuck the movies, watch that. It's so good.
And even Wolverine isn't even the main one for me. When I used to watch that, it was all about, for me, I loved Rogue. I love watching Rogue, but it goes around Jubilee, that, doesn't it?
Jean Grey, Jubilee, it's just a classic lineup of the X-Men,
It follows, in fact, they really followed the comics, because some of the storylines were, like, scary. Like there's one where they're fighting to the death on a ship near the sun.
Dark Phoenix Saga.
Yeah, they did the Dark Phoenix Saga. Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, perfect.
And they even drop like random characters in, like you said, there's Ms. Marvel. Spider-Man's in one, like he's hinted at. Does Doctor Strange appear? I think Doctor Strange appears as well. There's loads. They just
it's almost as if you don't need any of the extra characters because there's so many X-Men anyway.
Yeah.
And the way they explore each and every single character. I mean, there's how many seasons were there? Maybe about 4 seasons, I think. But I own most of them on DVD because, like I say, I still watch it to this day because it holds up.
Shows how different we were growing up. Because I did watch that. I watched Spider-Man and stuff like that. But if I had to be honest with you and say what my favourite shows were growing up, well, my non-cartoon one would be oh dear.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I fucking loved Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh, mate, yeah.
I loved it.
Good call.
No way. I'm not having this one.
Yes, why not? It holds up.
It does not hold
It holds up.
That cat moving and then speaking like nah. It's awful.
He got better every series. He got funnier.
Oh, mate, I think this is one that should be left alone. Like, don't get me wrong, I probably watched it back in the day. This was part of Nickelodeon's core, Sister and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hang Time.
Move with the times. Listen.
No.
I'm not giving you the theme song, but I will say that I did enjoy it back in the day.
Vicky had this on the other day, right, and I was watching it going, oh my god, how old is this? It looks awful.
Yeah,
The cat. It's mainly the cat, to be fair.
He hates
But it's Salem. Salem. It's like it doesn't move properly. It looks like a dead cat that someone's like just moving the head every now and then, and it jerks and everything.
But look, she goes to a city. She goes to a city.
No, I've not even seen when she grows up. That looks awful.
No, it was great. Honestly, I love nothing better than like there was terrible jokes. There was a different situation.
Is
it was
that the
magic.
reason why you have your terrible jokes?
Probably. That cat made me laugh so many times, and it was always something ridiculous. Like she just wants Harvey to be a little bit more ambitious. She just wants him to be a little bit more ambitious. So what does she do? She gets the ambitious potion. But he has too much of it, and he becomes like a cigar-toting oil tycoon, and she's got to bring him back down to earth. I loved that. It was just ridiculous.
I've not watched that show since I was a kid.
I honestly got watched an episode. It's the cat, mate. It makes Well, when I was younger, you probably, and obviously that's before we like moved on technology-wise. You do not notice it, but seriously, watch it now and you notice it. It's so bad, mate. And even you think like for that age, that's still coming out when Jurassic Park was going. So obviously the animatronics, don't get me wrong, they're not going to have the budget of Jurassic Park, but mate, it just looks so funny, mate.
There's like best of Salem moments. And I watch them when I go over.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put them on now.
I do not want to watch Twitchy Cat.
And if I had to pick, this was hard for me to pick a cartoon because I was brought up mostly on Hanna-Barbera, but instead I had to go with something that it was ridiculous, and whether it holds up because the animation wasn't that good and the stories were a little far to the left. It was a bit, I don't know, it was a bit weird, but you can't get over the theme alone.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah!
Oh, Inspector Gadget, yeah.
How many
I used to like this.
How many times could he blow up that detective who could have, how many times could he pop out from somewhere with his little pipe?
Didn't really see much about Inspector Gadget anymore, do you? That's a good character, that. Obviously they came out with the film and it was god-awful, but...
They did a second film?
No, did they?
Yeah, do you not know?
God.
They did a second film.
I was straight put off by the film.
Oh no, do you not know? Right, do you remember Third Rock from the Sun?
Yeah.
Right, do you remember the weird one from Third Rock from the Sun? That guy?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, with the weird eyes and polar face.
Yeah.
He played him from the second one.
Wow. I don't remember seeing that at all, but like the first film was dreadful. I can't remember the name of the guy who plays Inspector Gadget. But
It's, isn't it the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I'm not sure.
You have to IMDb that, but it didn't work as a film because they gave him this weird talking car, like he was fucking Knight Rider. Penny really should have been the dog was a normal dog, where it needs to be the fucking whatever the dog was called in it. I loved it.
I used to remember. I did used to watch that one. I did quite like that. Right.
And I just like the whole Go Gadget. That was how he did something.
Yeah.
Go Gadget tennis racket. Go Gadget.
Again, it's just the
Xbox
ridiculousness of it, isn't it?
I like ridiculous.
That is due like a reboot or something like that, isn't it? Because like Gaz said, it's a good property, that. But it is the time, isn't it?
I disagree. We need to focus on Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Like, how strong was Nickelodeon?
It was really strong.
It was like, you know, you'd have like Sister, Hang Time. You'd have this one that I'm going to play, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Clarissa Explains It. All of them, as a kid, you'd watch and go, oh, you know what, I'm probably forgetting some there as well. Like, there was California Dreams. There was all sorts of those type of programmes. They were all boss. Well,
they were good. And then,
this.
Do you remember the Trouble Channel, by the way?
No.
Oh yeah, Trouble used to do remake, and that used to have Fresh Prince through.
Yeah, and that was like, your mum and dad would be in, you'd be watching Keenan and Kel, and they went,
Keenan and Kel! Obviously, fucking hell. Forgot about that. That was one of them as well. Oh my god. This to me is the daddy of them all.
Oh, when I wake up in the morning.
Think I'm gonna make it on time.
Saved by a fucking bell.
Yeah, man.
Mate, I loved this show. I wanted to be Zach. I wanted to fuck fucking Kelly Kapowski. At that age, no wonder I grew up like I did. I loved it. I thought it was perfect for a kids show. Like
It was great.
Screech had a sex tape.
yeah.
He's in jail, dude. He stabbed a guy.
Oh,
So it's all been downhill for him since the college years.
I watched them all.
Yeah, I love that.
There's a Saved by the Bell comic book, you know.
Is there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that'll work. I don't know. I thought
What was the principal called?
Belding.
Belding, that was it. Fucking Belding.
I know, obviously, like, there was the originals, then there was, like, a second edition where they changed a couple of characters.
And
then there was college years, which wasn't very
I
good,
preferred following them all the way through.
I thought that was sweet.
I liked how we followed them through to... Did you ever watch the one where they go to Vegas and eventually Zach and Kelly get married?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I could watch all that.
Yeah,
I loved
there's
all
the
that.
films, and they are garbage, like...
They're totally
when
garbage.
You go on, like, a holiday and then end up working at the hotel. I love that shit.
That's exactly the premise of the High School Musical films.
Yeah.
Oh, they stole them from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
If you
they
like High School
totally-
Musical, go watch Saved by the Bell. It was better. What about when Zach got the duck called Rebecca, and he loved the duck, but then they discover oil at the school, and the oil kills his duck, Becky, and he's there going, Becky! Holding this fucking oil rubber duck, and Becky!
I thought that was like perfect. I mean, to be fair, even just going through at that Nickelodeon channel then, though, I mean, that was so strong. I mean, Kenan and Kel, Jesus Christ, I love that shit.
Yeah, man, that was amazing.
Cartoon-wise, I'm going proper retro here, because I used to just love all
Tom
those,
and
like...
Jerry!
Mate, that's not far away. It's not. I've not picked Tom and Jerry, but I was proper into like all of. I've got like Roadrunner collections and everything.
Nice.
I love that like kind of old school like cartoon, your Bugs Bunnies and stuff like that. But I'm going with this one. I don't know whether the themes. I can't remember the theme
Would
song.
it have a theme?
Weird. Yeah, but let's go for it.
Oh, what is that? Top Cat!
No.
Oh. Oh, Jetsons!
Yeah.
That's
I used to love this stuff. This kind of cartoon, Flintstones and all that. You mentioned it before.
Yeah.
It's all Hanna-Barbera, isn't it? I used to love this stuff.
Yeah.
And then, to be fair, there was like, you used to get Cartoon Network when they used to put actual fucking cartoons on instead of this pish they put on now. Like, used to get things like Space Ghost, the
Coast to
old
Coast.
cartoon before even Coast to Coast came, Birdman and all this kind of stuff. I used to love all that.
Again, Gaz, there's recently been a boom in the comic books with all that Hanna-Barbera.
That's there.
Yeah, DC Comics have actually released a ton of like Space Ghost,
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Future Quest, Scooby-Doo, yeah. There's actually a Flintstones comic that DC's putting out at the moment that's really good. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, you've got that bang on. I used to watch Jetsons all the time.
Yeah.
And that's how the future was going to be. We were all in the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
And I would just go around these little spaceships with little bubbles on. And have a dog that was definitely not Scooby-Doo.
That's another one, isn't it? Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. I loved Scooby-Doo. And I'd be like, when I solved the mystery before them, I'm like, I'm going to be a detective because I figured it out. When really, it's always the same person. It's the one that, well, you're just not meant to suspect.
Cartoons like that, though, I mean, you don't see them so much on telly anymore. Like, I seem to think that when... Like, I was growing up anyway. I mean, they're old cartoons. They're from, like, way old. But, like, they used to put, like, those cartoons on intermittently between newer series and stuff. You just don't seem to see that.
You'd see shit like that on CITV when we were growing up in between. Oh, you know, it was a good one. I used to love Zap. Do you remember Zap?
Yeah, exactly.
That was bar.
I'm not up in the hour about Zap
stuff. So
loved it. Well, that maybe got me into comic books. The whole concept of it, like Daisy Dares You and all that. You know.
Did anyone see a film called Dinosaurs?
Yeah. Hang on.
Not the TV series with
that
the little
good,
baldy, like, that was boss, like, with the baldy, like, kid thing.
Yeah,
I have, like,
there's a film, and it's got Rex and Tops, and they go to Saw City. Oh my god, mate. I need to find this film. I put it up on my Instagram ages ago because I can't find this fucking thing. If anyone's got it, I need it. It's so proper cheesy kids film. I must have picked it up in like £1, like VHS fucking sale somewhere. Like, and
have you wikied it? Does it exist?
Yeah, it proper exists. I've got likes on my Instagram because like people say, "Oh my god, I completely forgot about this thing. It's so good." And basically, they watch a like cartoon show called Rex and Tops or something, and then they go round to like someone's house who's like scientist dad or something, and they end up in the cartoon, but like it's live action when they get there, like obviously, and they meet all the characters that they love and stuff. Oh mate, it's such a good like kids film.
Just one more that it's all coming back to me now.
And it's all coming back to me.
Me and my sister, we used to watch this all the time. Care Bears in Wonderland.
Oh,
do you remember that?
The Care Bears cartoon.
Oh my god, you had to go at me for like Sabrina Teenage. You guys watching Care Bears?
Did you see that film though?
This is going way back, right? When I don't know whether you got this. This might just be some like creepy fella that came around that. He used to open his boot and have VHSs, like movies, but then he'd have like kids ones and stuff like that. And we used to go and pick out of his boot, and there was loads of like Care Bear movies and shit.
I'd get freaked out.
Oh mate, those are the days when you used to get a pop man come round.
A what?
A pop man. Come round with some pop in his boot. Maybe this is just my estate.
What the fuck? What are you on about?
We used to get a pop man.
Were you brought up in Scam by the
I know.
I don't even know where to begin on this. Like, I remember the Bookman.
Oh, it might be the same fella.
No, but I was like,
maybe you lived in a more affluent place than I did. I get pop and VHS things. You get books.
But the Bookman came on in a van, and it was like a mobile library.
Oh no!
This is
a guy in a fucking
your mum and dad went and bought roller coaster and VHSs out of a boot of a car that came to your house.
Yeah, it's good. Legit that.
If anyone has had this, please let me know. I have no idea. I do remember one time someone said, I was staying over, I don't know if it was at your house or something, but someone knocked on the house and they answered it, and Martin went, I'm just going around these houses. I've got fish for sale. I went, what? And they went,
what, did he have him like in his jacket?
No, they're in the boot of his car. I was like, I don't want your boot fish. And he was like, all right, never mind. And then went to the next house. I was like, that's a bit weird. But apparently it's a thing. People put stuff in the boot of the car and go around door to door.
It's not happened recently. Like
now,
now everyone's like Jimmy Savile the fucking shit out of everything. You know, I mean, you couldn't have that now. This was in a much like, you know,
simpler time
where a fella coming round and boot full of VHS didn't need a fucking CRB check.
Oh my god!
You go to car boots now. You can still get shit like that. I mean, I remember I went to a car boot a few years ago and I bought the Prodigy album.
Yeah, I used to get vinyls from car boots.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You go to the car boot. Don't let the car boot come to you.
Well, I don't see why not.
That's fucking weird. That is weird. That's
a good business plan, that actually.
It's fucking not. Right. So
we're gonna play a game.
We're gonna play a
game. So I'm gonna put on a TV show, a kids' TV show theme. You have got to obviously guess the theme.
Amazing.
Oh, come on.
I recognise it, but
I thought you'd start you off with a doozy. That's a clue.
Good guitar, really.
That guitar, yeah.
I'm not going to get this, so it's
No, I'm not. People are screaming at their phones.
I know, yeah. No, I'm not getting this one, I don't think.
I'll say two words.
It sounded familiar at first, but... Ooh.
No?
Live action or cartoon?
Live action.
I'm going to kick myself. Go on.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
Yeah.
I
wasn't even in the same bracket.
Yeah. Tim the Toolman Taylor. I love that. I love that one. I'm a bit shocked at you both.
I used to watch it.
I think it's going to be one of them, this game, because I'm going to recognise him and be like, well, what is it? I'm going to have like the name of the people in my head or something. I'm going to see it but not know the name of the show. Don't recognise this at
No,
all.
don't know this one.
Really? Come on.
I've got like the worst memory in the world, and you.
I'm more disappointed in Chris here.
Sounds like there's dinosaurs in it. Is there dinosaurs in it?
Oh, the
dinosaurs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay. I'd have got it from that, I think, more than I would the first.
I just said the way we go. Sounds like there's dinosaurs in it. It's like I'm looking at you going, yeah, come on in.
Guys, how did it sound like there was dinosaurs?
Because it's got the boom, 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 boom. That's like standard dinosaur like walking music.
Until they put in their headphones when they're walking around. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Okay, this is going to be probably easy.
I'm having that, that's one though.
Am I marking it? Am I marking it now? I'll put G and C. So, one to Chris.
Yes.
Two to Gaz, right? This one, you'll probably get this.
Okay. Mark and Mindy.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, damn it.
Dad, do you not reckon it was a kid's show?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we would have watched it when we were kids.
Yeah,
I think
it was
that's
like-
it as well. Like.
Bewitched or Dream of
Yeah, exactly,
Show,
yeah.
You know. This is like the
Do
equivalent.
you know he went in for the casting of that show apparently, and just like when he first walked in, he just went and did a handstand on a chair and did the whole like casting upside down. And they were like, "Yeah, Sam, cast him on the
Oh,
spot."
mate, I fucking love Robin Williams. He was amazing, wasn't he?
Oh, here it goes, Keenan Kel.
Oh, Gary's got it again.
Off me.
Coolio!
You're not really doing well here at all, Chris.
I'm just waiting for the raccoons. I just want to hear it. Can we end the show
Kel was
on
an
that
absolute
song?
beast.
Yeah, well,
This is so good. Everyone needs to hear this song.
Dodger and Badger.
I'm giving that to Chris.
Mashed potatoes!
Can you imagine pitching that show to like some executives? Because for starters, not only is it the ridiculous idea, the notion that I'm a man who lives with a badger, the badger likes mashed potatoes, which he's clearly gone for because it's cheap to make and in mass production. He's got a pal called Mousy, that's a mouse, and what's it called? Bodger and Badger. Well, who the fuck is Bodger? Me? Well, hold on, why are you called Bodger? Could you come on more?
Simon Bodger?
Exactly, I'm fucking Simon Bodger.
Do you remember the Chuckle Brothers? That was
Yeah, well, these are very that's like a very British thing.
British,
So
yeah.
American viewers, apologies, but you used to have all sorts. Like I think Rainbow must have been British.
Yeah,
Sooty was British.
Oh, Sooty, yeah.
And there was like a lot of them in that kind of age that I seem to remember being very like play days and stuff like that, weren't there? On like the Beeb and ITV and that.
Now, this will be interesting.
Nice jazz.
Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah!
Oh no, that's too modern for me.
Top men, beyond you. Bear in the Big Blue House.
No, I never really watched that. That was probably like just as I started.
Shagging girls.
Yeah.
I only remember
So, how old were you? 10?
Yeah.
to be fair, I only remember that because my sister used to watch it. Like,
You're always at the beginning when you walked in. You walked in the house and you go right up to the TV screen and go,
yeah.
you smell like daffodils.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You smell of almonds. Like that. I'd be like, I smell of almonds. Right, so that was all the live action ones I had.
And where are we up to?
Well, it's 3-2 to Gary.
Ooh,
So coming down to the cartoons now.
this is where I'm going to struggle, I think.
I don't think so. I think there's a few.
Rugrats!
There we go.
Yes!
I'm getting owned here.
How did you not get this?
Oh, mate.
I used to watch it, but I didn't watch it like properly.
To me,
Again, another Nickelodeon classic.
Yeah.
What do you want to do tonight?
Oh, Pinky in the Brain.
God damn it.
Pinky and the Brain. The Pinky and the Brain. Yeah.
He's a genius. The other's insane.
Now that's a theme.
Yeah, that's good.
The pinky and the brain.
And the synopsis to the show in a simple song like that. That's all you need.
You got the show.
Trying to take over the world. The mice. It doesn't fucking matter.
Laugh. I did used to love that a lot.
Count Dracula.
No.
Count Dracula.
There you go. Dracula. Chris got it.
What did I say?
Dracula.
Bollocks!
He's on the screen up there.
That's what I meant. God damn it.
I went to sit in the intro. It shows like a casket that is used to be brought back to life. In ITV, they had that casket, and you could get in the ITV studios. And I had a picture there. I've got to dig that out.
Batman, the animated series.
There's another one to Chris.
Guys,
you're getting your ass handed to you here.
Can we listen to this? Because it's so good.
This is one of the best. For a kids show? It's essentially Tim Burton's score, isn't it, really?
They used a lot of it.
This is what DC needs to bring back to its films.
Yeah.
Can you hum me the current Batman theme? No. Can you hum me the current Superman theme? No. Can you hum me the current Wonder Woman theme? Yes, comedically.
Judge.
Yeah. They need to get one of that back.
Super Ted!
Oh, Chris got it right away.
Oh, mate. Can we listen to this? Can I watch it?
Yeah, look.
Oh, mate. Oh my god.
Sort of Super Ted. Like, I went to fancy dressed as Super Ted.
Did you?
Yeah, I had like a massive bear's head that borrowed a Thompson lead.
The spotted man. He looked like a big dildo.
That was it was like a fancy dress, superhero themed gay wedding.
Oh, I remember you going to that.
In Liverpool. It was absolute bliss, mate. Tom had painted himself in full on, like, spray painted himself silver and went as the Silver Surfer. It was like everywhere.
That was proper one of my favourites, that Super Ted. Loved that.
Come on, Gary. I'm gonna get. This is a lifeline for you, surely. We're gonna go slightly more into the British ones here.
Oh, God. Family Nest.
Oh, Gary!
Yeah, that's my jam, that's what I'm talking about. I need more of that shit. Yeah, I used to love this. Like.
They were only like 5-minute episodes then as well. Family Nest! And the opening title was like 1 minute. They were great.
Pink Panther.
Oh, Gary's there.
Oh.
Only need that clink there.
Yeah. This was dead. It was dead.
I used to
simple
love it
as well. Yeah.
But obviously, they had the one where he spoke, which I didn't like as much.
That, yeah.
But yeah, the original where it was silent. Oh, mate, it's crazy.
Simple.
I learned how to play the saxophone when I was a kid, and that was one of the things I used to always play.
Oh, mate, well, I want to learn saxophone, mate. That's my jam. Yeah. Thunderbirds.
Oh.
No. Like Recess or something.
Yes, Gary! Wow! I didn't see that. There, Gal's getting another Wreckers. Yeah. Another good one there.
Yeah, I think Recess was like, it was a weird, that came quite late for me. I seem to think, I seem to remember like everyone talking about it when I was getting a little bit more older, and then I was like, right, okay, I'm going to start watching Recess.
You're like,
peer pressure, man!
It's trying to start chat up girls, and like, yeah, do you even watch Recess? Like, yeah, I totally do.
I totally watch Recess.
Yeah.
I take your knickers off.
Oh, fuck! Oh, what the fuck is it?
Come on.
DuckTales!
Yes!
Yes!
I thought it said duck a few times, and I thought, what's it going to be this?
Have you seen that they've done the remake trailer? We didn't watch that.
No.
They're making a what?
They're redoing DuckTales
Okay.
as a cartoon.
Yeah.
It's got some of the people from Community, like
Old
Albert.
cartoon style.
A film? Is it a film?
No, it's a TV show, cartoon style. Arbed from Community is one of them. But Scrooge McDuck is David Tennant.
Really?
Yeah, because of his Scottish voice.
Bloody hell.
So that might be interesting. I do like David Tennant. I do think he can't really do any wrong.
I've seen him do plenty wrong.
Like what?
He did that weird, driving instructor thing, didn't he? That was weird.
What are you on about?
This is like a TV series on ITV ages ago.
I don't remember that. You're making shit up.
I'm not making sure.
You dreamt that. And David Tennant's been driving instructor.
From the birds, that one.
Hey, guys, just...
I'm going to smash all of the Jerry Anderson ones that are just about 10 minutes, well, maybe a bit longer than 10 minutes ago. How long have we been playing this game? It's like a big fat quiz of the year.
There's only
3 hours long.
There's
The
only
bumper edition of our Talk Nerdy
There's
podcast.
3 left.
I have no idea.
No, I don't know either.
No idea, mate.
Never heard it.
No idea.
No.
Oh. It's a Herbert Bunch.
Don't think I watched it.
No.
Oh, I love
On your
that.
own with that one.
Right? Well,
We were Care Bears, not Hair Bears.
Yeah, exactly. Kuboos for the day.
Lionheart.
Lionheart, yeah.
Lionheart, cool, mate.
oh,
Oh, what was it?
Let me go back in time with it, eh? Back in time?
Is this the same song they used for Back in the Future?
it's Back to the Future, the TV show.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah, well done, Gary.
Is it showing it? Can I see it?
It's a cartoon.
The lyrics, literally
I like Back in Time.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't watch it, but it was just so close to the Huey Lewis lyrics that I thought I'm going to say it anyway.
Confused me that.
It's 8 apiece.
Oh.
Are we going to call it a draw?
I can't call it
No.
a draw.
No.
It's a tie.
You are making me go to the depths of my brain for this.
This is my sex song.
It might be given the name of the show.
Up and down.
No.
Oh, my head, God, having sex and
Angry Beavers. Oh God. Right. This is for the game.
Demon Headmaster.
Yes! Finally!
Damn it!
Play to my strengths there, Joe.
And with that,
Yeah,
Gaz wins with the 9-8.
Yeah.
My God, that was arduous. He's probably cut out about 50 rounds there where they didn't
We've
get
actually
one.
been playing for 3 hours.
Oh, I've aged so much.
You will have listened to about 10 minutes.
You're a worthy opponent, Gaz. That was a
I'm
good
now
game.
80 years old. But
How did you get
I'm
younger?
the theme tune champion.
So yeah, I'll put this on to see us out, but in the background because
There's a little story behind this. Well, not a story, but JB played this to me, and we basically got drunk and listened to it
for 10 hours straight.
Yeah, like, we were dancing on the balcony.
Like Chris nearly got evicted.
This raucous song caused a party.
It did. It just started off with we're just having a couple of drinks on the balcony to people like heard us singing it and coming on the balcony with us. And then eventually it's like 6 in the morning, and apparently that's not acceptable on a Tuesday. But yeah, I want to thank both my comrades for joining me and delving into the nostalgia that we did there.
Yeah, that was fun.
Might do more stuff like this from now on with other bits and bobs, but don't worry, we are also going to do movie news, comic reviews, and just nerdy views on everything. So,
and if you've got any suggestions that you'd like us to talk about on this podcast, send them in. You know, tweet us or send us a message on Facebook. Yeah, follow us on everything at Talk Nerdy UK. And subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Just search Talk Nerdy UK, and you can find all the links to everything on our website, which is talknerdy.uk.
Lovely stuff.
Loads of new blogs up there, reviews and all sorts. So go and check it out.
Check it out whenever you can. There's always stuff going up there if you want to keep up to date on the Facebook page. It's as simple as that.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, I've been JB.
I've been Chris.
I've been Gaz.
And it's goodbye.
Keep talking nerdy and run with us.
Keep talking nerdy.